So, oh crap. One of the books that I got, it's actually a play. And y'all know I'm a playwright myself. And and this one's an old African-American classic. It's the winner of a New York Drama Critics Circle Award for Best Play. And then I think recently, I know that I've seen the film, but I think it was like last year, the year before last, or it could have been a couple of years ago, actually. It's been a while. But the story is August Wilson, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. And I tell you, I think I've seen the movie, and I loved the movie. And I just so happened to be walking by today and just kind of saw it on the shelf. But I opened it up and I started reading it. And it being a play, it being a black classic, and it's written and it's set in like Chicago, 1920. So, it really takes you back to that time and where the dialect and like how they are speaking and how the dialogue and everything else that they're having, it kind of, the banter back and forth, you know what I mean? And like, as I'm getting into it, it's so hilarious, but it's still so generationally fitting because of the fact that like in one portion of the play, like it's a character in the story his name is Toledo. And Toledo is, it's a story centered around, these musicians, they're a band, and they are players for an artist named Ma Rainey. And she's supposed to be really heavy duty singer, whatever the case may be, blues singer from back in the day. And they are in this era and where they're looking to switch up the sound and, switch up their sound and take her up a notch, with these new songs. So they got these 4 new songs that they're playing. So they're in the studio in the play, and in this play is set in this particular where I am now studio where they're about to rehearse and other things, but Ma Rainey's late, she's not there. You have other band members who are getting there late. You have a couple of them who, like I was going into, there was another character named Toledo. Toledo is my favorite character. I identify with Toledo so much. I promise you, like, as I'm reading it, I'm just like, this guy, this character is so me. Like, I feel like, he's a smart and intelligent guy, right? And he's in this band with these older guys. He's also, too, I think, one of the younger ones, but with this in the band, and Toledo is trying to, he's the guy who, in the midst of all the dysfunction and all the ignorant kind of conversation that the other guys have, he always has something intelligent to say and impart on the group. But the group don't quite get it, and they so niggerish that they be like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you even, what do you, like, this ain't even that conversation, you know what I mean? And Toledo is like trying to show them sometimes in where what he's saying fits the conversation, but you all just don't grasp it, and he's around a bunch of ignorant men sometimes. And I think that's the thing. I think guys who just like, are more or less more cocky, more arrogant, more pompous or whatever. So they kind of shoot down everything that he always comes with, because again, they don't necessarily resonate with what he's talking about because they don't have the amount of education, or they are always looking to defeat his comebacks and his wherewithal with their common knowledge. You know what I mean? I don't know how else to put it, but needless to say, I messed with Toledo. You know what I mean? I messed with Toledo. I was reading this play and I was just like, oh my God, like this is it. Like at one point he was trying to make a point and he made an analogy or whatever. And one of them was like, see, now this nigga talking about trains. It's like, no, it's like, look, okay, see, okay. Oh, you can't win for losing when, you're, again, Toledo's just this guy who is who just, you can't win for losing an argument with these guys because, like in the play, at one point, he was saying, they were asking if him and another guy were betting, can you spell music? And the guy spelled music, M-U-S-I-K. And nobody else in the band knew how to spell music the right way but Toledo. So even though Toledo told him and betted him $1, you know what I'm saying, that he wouldn't be able to spell it, and he didn't spell it, the guy ended up still not even winning. I mean, Toledo ended up still not winning the $1 because of the fact that there was nobody else in the band who could vouch for the fact that this was the actual way to spell music. And the guy walked away from the conversation feeling right. That's so dangerous in this community, and in so many different ways. You see what I'm saying? Because who is going to be there to show you and tell you that you're wrong? And why can't people tell you that you're wrong? Because you're not intelligent. And that's the thing. You know, it's not even that you're not intelligent, but it's really that you lack intelligence, which can be acquired. And that's something that has to be sought out. It's something that has to be, you know, it's something that you acquire. So this is just me saying, I am so refreshed by identifying with this character and him resonating, because of the fact that I do feel sometimes that, you know, it's not all about being right and wrong, smarter or not as smart, but at times when you know that you are leaning in that you have a certain level of understanding about some things, and a bunch of people around you just don't get it because they are in their own, you know what I'm saying? Like, like again, Toledo knows that you really have not been where he's been. You haven't really kind of grasped certain things, and it says it's not that he's better, it's that he's saying he's trying to show the way. And so many people just, you know, throw it to the wayside because they just honestly don't get it. And that's dangerous. They let that man win that $1, spelling music M-U-S-I-K, because no one else in the band knew how to read or spell and could vouch for the fact that Toledo had told him the right spelling. And Toledo just had to let him go away with the $1. It was just like, you know what, it's not even worth it. You know, who's gonna tell you that you're wrong? That is dangerous. Oh my God, I'm so glad I read this book. See, I need people who can discuss. Peace.